My name is Daniel Dunlap, and this is my September 26th reflection on the trolley cases and goat herd cases. Mr. Sandel, the author of Justice What's the Right Thing to Do, presented numerous scenarios involving a trolley and a goat herd in order to see which ones were morally correct or immoral. I believe that the first example of the trolley, where the driver has to decide to run over 5 innocent workers or to sacrifice a single worker's life, and the first example of the goat herd, to kill or not to kill the goat herders and risk being exposed, are similar. I believe this is the case because both of these paint the picture of doing something for the greater good, like sacrificing one person's life in order to save the lives of many others. Many, including me, could argue that this would be morally acceptable, since only one life would be lost instead of numerous lives. They are also similar because the person making the decision will ultimately decide who dies, who doesn't, and eventually, would take someone's life. Another similarity in these cases are the ones where the person who is being pushed off the bridge and the goat herders are, in theory, bad people. One is a Nazi trying to kill innocent people by disabling the brakes of the trolley, and the other is a Taliban sympathizer. In both cases, killing these people would be seen, in my opinion, as doing the world a favor, just getting rid of rotten apples. These people have intentions of harming others and will continue to do so as long as they live. So potentially, we could be saving many future lives by sacrificing their lives, while at the same time, we're saving many innocent lives. I would say that the main difference between these cases is the way in which the person is going to be killed. In one, you are indirectly killing them because what causes the actual death is the trolley. All you're doing is pushing them off the bridge, which is still a pretty bad thing to do. But anyways, in the other, in the goat herd case, you are killing someone in cold blood. You are pulling the trigger. And I believe that the goat herd case, is a more extreme one, since you will have 100% involvement in the death. You're pulling the trigger, you're taking the person's lives, and they die at your hands. So I just think it's more traumatic or whatever. I think that if the sacrifice of one life will save many other lives, then it is the morally correct thing to do. It is said that, it is sad that an innocent person has to die, obviously, but we have to kind of look at the greater good. If we can save many more, I guess it's a chance worth taking, but it's debatable. Another thing, that's just how I feel. Another thing is that if the people being sacrificed, like the man on the bridge or the goat herder, are evil, then in my opinion, it makes the decision so much easier. I wouldn't think twice about taking their lives in order to save innocent lives. It's like killing two birds with one stone. You are saving innocent lives while destroying those who are only here to do evil, and cause chaos in our world. The different cases did change, our perspectives immensely on what we thought was morally correct or morally incorrect. We went from having to sacrifice an innocent life, to sacrificing, evil ones, which in my opinion makes the decision morally correct and much more easier for us. And, maybe with the innocent lives, the first, to many people might not be morally correct, but in my opinion, it would be the logical thing to do, which is, just doing it for the greater good, even though it is sad whenever we lose an innocent life. Obviously one could argue that that innocent person shouldn't have to sacrifice his or her life without their consent, in order to save, people who they don't even know, strangers. While the other, in my opinion, there's, no debate whether it is morally correct, or incorrect. Sacrifice an evil person's life in order to save innocent ones. To me, it's 100% morally correct, since they're only here to do evil, and will stop that evil, event from occurring, and potentially saving future lives, because their evil deeds probably won't stop there. And the different cases do change the point of view, and it was very interesting, to analyze them and to really think about, and to see, which ones you think are morally correct or morally incorrect. Thank you.